one of my friends, 21 years ago, when my wife, 22 years ago, when my wife was about 4 months pregnant, 5 months pregnant, came to me and started talking about network marketing. Now guys, listen, I have 2 degrees, one in business, one in marketing. Anybody in here been to school, got a degree? Okay? So you know how we think when we got a degree, right? You know, we think, we smart. So I was like, I'm too smart to be doing any network marketing. I don't want to do that. That's a scam. That's a pyramid. These people just want my money. I ain't got time for it. Anybody ever felt that way? Or yeah, right? I'm with you. Anybody else? Some more of y'all feel that way. Y'all just don't want to raise your hand. I already know. Right? And so I didn't want to do it. But he said one thing to me that made me open my mind up to the possibility. He said, what if you could free up one of those jobs and be able to be at home with your son? I was like, okay. All right, so you're telling me to give up a job to take network marketing, now I'm going to have to go somewhere and do that. I said, no, you can do it from home. So I got involved. I went to this one meeting. Anybody ever went to a meeting at network marketing at all? Anybody in here? Anybody don't know what network marketing is? Anybody wish I'd hurry up and finish so you can go on about your business? All right. It was somebody who was truthful. Okay, let me explain what network marketing is. Anybody ever heard of Avon? Network marketing. Mary Kay, network marketing. Aflac, you didn't know it, but it's network marketing. Pampered Chef, most people don't know it, but it's network marketing.
Was it okay?
Prepaid legal, network marketing. This is where they give you ability to cut out the middle person. You do the marketing for the company through word of mouth, and they pay you residual income as well as weekly money. Okay? So anyway, my first meeting, I went to a meeting for a company called ACN 21 years ago. They paraded me to the front of the room. It was over 2,000 people there. And in my mind, I said, this is a cult. I ain't getting involved. I was waiting for Jim Jones to come out. I said to myself, if they give me something to drink, I ain't drinking. All right? Then they asked me, would you like some water? Heck no. I don't want none. But I wound up joining that company. Why? Because I wanted to find a better way to be at home with my son. Right? So got involved in my first 3 years, failed miserably, made no money. Anybody ever get a job and fail miserably and make very little money? Yeah. I know I have. Okay. But I'm a prayer warrior. My name is Solace. You guys, you can find me in the book of Acts with Paul. That's where I hang out. There's no, what you see is what you get with me. There ain't gonna be no phoniness, no fakeness, because I don't believe in that. Right? So I got on my knees and started praying, God, I wanna be at home with my son. I had no father growing up. He wasn't there. I had a father in heaven, but I didn't have a man figure that was there. So I had to figure everything out. It took me longer. You know, my friends were driving at 14. I didn't learn until 17. You know, I played football, basketball, baseball, was pretty good at it. Got scholarships and all that. But the only person they heard in the stands was my mom screaming. My friends used to tease me, hey, your mom louder than everybody here, right? But then after the game, they'd be over my house eating spaghetti, and my mom used to treat everybody like family, right? So I prayed on it, and less than 2 or 3 weeks later, I met a man who was earning $1 million from home. And he began to teach me. He was my first mentor. This was almost 18 years ago. 10 months after meeting this man, I was able to walk away from both jobs and go full-time in the industry of network marketing. So I've been full-time since then. We've been blessed to be a top earner in 4 companies. Okay? 4 companies. Let me grab this right here. Excuse me. Could you get that to John for me, please? Yes, sir. I have to do things where I remember them. You know, that's, getting a little younger, so I have to make sure I do things right. And we've been blessed to be top 1% earners in 4 companies. The last company, anybody ever heard of a company called Organo Gold? So it was a health and wellness company with coffee, with Ganoderma. So we was one of the top income earners in that company. Built a pretty nice sized team. For me, network marketing though, remember I prayed? God told me it's a ministry to me. And he said that if you treat people right, if you do it with integrity and character, and if you let my light shine through you, I will draw all men unto you. He gave me 2 words. One was kingdomaire, and the other one was Christianpreneur. But I didn't receive those words until this company. Okay? The name of our team is always Team Faith Walk. The name of my business, which God gave me, is Global Kingdom Entrepreneurs. In this company, he said, Kingdomaires. He said, so many people want to chase money and want to be millionaires. But God said, seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness, and then all things will be added unto you. So a kingdomaire is much higher. And then he said, Christianpreneur. Now, not all, but some. But not all, but some entrepreneurs are cutthroat. They'll cheat you. They'll do things just so that they can get $1. And I don't want to be like that. I want to have high standards, and I wanted to be an example for my son to have high standards. And so I walked away from that company, even though we were making some really good money. Document it. You can look it up. We were making more money in a month than some people make in a year. We were making more money in a year than some people make in 5 years. Not bragging about that money, but the integrity and the character of some of the leadership, they couldn't handle that money, and they started doing things to people. And so my wife was like, I was upset, sad for almost a year. And she said, what are you upset for? You're making this money. By the way, I didn't tell you, my wife is a professional. She went to school too. She's a professional shopper. So if any of y'all want to learn how to shop, check with her. You know, over 300 pair of shoes. Well, you just check them. Most of them ain't even been worn. They just look beautiful in the closet. Beautiful. So anyway, that was 3 years ago. My son, who I've been teaching network marketing since he was 8. How many people in here, you love your job? This is nothing against jobs. I want to make sure I tell you this. I'm not bashing jobs, never will. Remember, I had 2. At one point, I had 3 jobs. I threw newspapers 8 days a week. Because you know you don't get no day off from newspapers, right? But how many people here, you love your job? Honestly, you love it, okay? You love it, right? That's what I'm talking about. Now, anything you love, you do for free. So tomorrow, when you go to work, I want you to tell them, don't pay. No, it's not, I'm not trying to, anything you love, you will do for free. Right? Right? So I know the purpose of a job. Right? The purpose of a job is to provide for our families. But I kept reading the Bible, and it said we were supposed to be wealthy. It said we were supposed to be lenders and not borrowers. And I was like, there's no way, even working 2 jobs, I'm going to ever be able to bless somebody else, because I'm, we 2 jobs and I'm just barely blessing us, And so again, I want, please, it's no disrespect. I'm not trying to knock jobs, never will. But what I'm saying is, there's a purpose for everything we do. Purpose for that chair you sit in, purpose for your phone, purpose for the TV, right? Purpose for a board, purpose for a job is to take care of your families, provide for your families, pay your bills. But if you want to get wealthy, if you want more, if you ever pray for more, then you got to make sure you do other things to create more streams of income. Now, it's not getting another job, because if you get another job, if you got 2 like I was never at home. I was wear and tear on my body. Me and my wife never argued. Because I was never there. When I came home, I took a shower, ate, and went to bed. My kids, they didn't have to worry about me disciplining them. Like, I come home one day, I'll never forget this. My wife said, my 2 girls, my other 2 aren't born yet. She said, they were bad. I need you to go spank them and discipline them. I said, okay, baby, now I'm happy. 2 jobs. I went in the room, this is no lie. I shut the door. I said, girls, daddy loves you. So you got to help me out. Mama want me to discipline. So I took my belt off, okay, put it together. And if you snap your belt or something, you'll be somebody. I said, y'all got to help me out. And they're like, oh, Dad, don't do it no more. Don't do it. And all this time, she thought I spanked them. Well, I did. I was too tired to spank them. I'm just being real. And so I want to show you this business. This is a business my son wanted to do. Silas, come up here for 1 second. As I was telling y'all, my name is Silas King III. This is Silas King IV. This young man is a powerful young man. I've been teaching him his business since he was 8, right? I told him when he was 8 he would never work for anybody. There's nothing wrong with working for people, but I wanted people to work for him, right? I mean, if certain people can choose to own things, why can't we? right? And so I've been teaching him this field, and I put him in businesses when he was 18, 19, and 20, 3 different companies. He'd work them, but he'd go in his room, he'd be frustrated. This old folks tell me I don't want to do that. I'm a millennial, you know, but he would do it. And I was putting him in there because I wanted to sharpen his axe, because I knew sooner or later God would give him something he was passionate about. Does that make sense? And he is passionate about this. He's the one who got me to look at it. Now, my former business partner was doing it. Someone who I met 10 years ago, who's only 32. In the last 7 years, he's earned over $10 million. Not in this company, but in another company, the Organic Gold Company. He walked away from that company and got involved in this about 4 months ago. And he kept telling me, hey, Dad, we need to do it. We need to talk to him. So finally talked to him and did it. All right? But what I want to tell you about this young man is this. He led me to Christ when he was 4 years old. I was 39. He led me to give my life to Christ. 4 years old. Anybody have a 4-year-old? I had one. Power. At the age of 10, we were driving down Beltway 8. He doesn't like me to tell us because he's very humble. But we was driving down Beltway 8. He was laying in the back of my Navigator. A steel ladder fell off in front of us. I swerved to miss it. Lost control. It was on 2 wheels. When I got control, my girls were like, Dad! Solace flew out the window. Now, all the windows was rolled up. We had air conditioning. He flew out the window through the glass, and the cars behind me said, this is the medium, we're going this way, cars going that way. The cars behind me said, your son was flying in the air, and then something set him down right on the pillow that he was laying on, with only just a little scratch on it. He's led adults and children to Christ all his life. He wrote a book. One day he woke up and told me, the Holy Spirit told me to write a book, Dad. And I was like, write a book? Yeah, okay, go write the book. All right? I wasn't paying attention. He got the book wrote, and then I said, okay, you got it wrote, what you going to do with it? The Holy Spirit told me he's going to teach me how to self-publish it. He self-published the book. It's called The Light, 7 Biblical Principles for Young Adults to Live By. Did I messed it up again? What's the title again?
7 Biblical Principles for Achieving Spiritual Growth for Young Adults.
Achieving Spiritual Growth for Young Adults. And he's been selling that book. He's been buying it. He's been giving the book away, blessing people with it. So I remember one day he was in the room, and he said, what should I sell it for? And his mother like, $50. We're going to $50. We're going to $40. And then he went and prayed. He's like, $50, 25 for you, 25 for me. No, she just said. So he said, I'm going to pray. So he charged people for the book $10.19. The reason $10.19, that's the book. So God told me to do that. $10.19. All right? So I just wanted to bring him up for a minute. Did you want to say a quick word before I jump in our market slide, or are you good?
Well, Anthony Chatmon supported me on that book, and that's how he saw some videos on YouTube. But I just wanted to congratulate all y'all for coming out here, and thank y'all personally for supporting him, because I know Anthony Chatmon, he's just looking for leaders. And so you attract who you are. So obviously all of you who are guests, you're leaders, everybody here. So congratulations on coming to just check it out.
My son met Anthony online. Y'all know time is just fast. It's just moving. Met him online. So all right, so now you've met my family. You know the Kings. Next time I come, I don't have to take time to do all that. Everybody don't know me, right? So I want to share this business, but I want to do one thing first. How many people in here have prayed for something? Just something. Anybody here pray for more money? All right. Now, here's the thing. God does not rain money from the sky. He answers your prayers through people. Just look back in all time. Everybody who prayed for something, it came through a person. All right. Here's the other thing. God answers all prayers all the time. But most of us, if the prayer does not look like what we think it should look like, we pass it by. And we base it based on what we've been taught. See, some of you who come to this meeting, your mind is already folded that you're not going to get involved. You don't care what it is. And it's based on what you've learned in your past. But here's what I want to show you. I want to show you something real quick, and then we're going to jump into this. How many people want a bright future? You want your future to be real bright. Anybody?
Yeah.
Want a bright future? You want it better than it is today, right?
Right.
So future. We're going to write future real quick. Future. Okay? And how many of you have and understand the present? You're in the present now, right? Present. Actually, I need to turn this. I don't know if this will come up. Son, does this come up? I'm going to turn it the long way. Uh-oh. My helpmate. John, my pallbearer. I don't know if does it come up some kind of way. I don't know what style it went. It does? Okay, so we'll leave it this way. We'll leave it this way. So
I think it does.
So present, and then we have the past. Everybody know we all have a past, right?
Right.
Now watch this. The human brain only operates on two things. The human brain operates on memory, which is our past, right? Memory. And it also operates on imagination, right? Imagination. Oh, by the way, any school teachers in the house? Because I'm a bad speller, so if I spell a word wrong, just overlook that, okay? So it operates on two things, imagination and memory. Does anybody know how many set of eyes we have? Anybody know? I know you know. You learned this last night, right? All right, so I'll tell everybody. We have 3 sets of eyes. Did you know that? We got 3 sets of eyes. We have our natural eyes. That's these eyes, which we can see. You can see me, I can see you. That's called your natural eyes. That's eyes number 1, okay? And your natural eyes number 1, natural eyes, they see the present. By the way, let me say this. My mother was a school teacher for 44 years. Both of my sisters are teachers over 25 years. So God has given me the ability to teach. It's in my genes. But I allow the Holy Spirit to download in me before I teach something. And when I'm around anybody, my whole goal is to help when you leave for you to be better off than when you came and met me. It doesn't matter if you join or not. Fair enough? All right? So we have 3 sets of eyes. We have our natural eyes. That's eyes number 1. We have our memory, which is eyes number 2. This is eyes number 2. Okay? And we have our imagination, which is eyes number 3. All right? Eyes number 3. Now, here's what I mean, so you get it. You can see with your natural eyes, but I want you right now in your mind to think back, all right, to one of the best times in your life. Something you had that was really good, all right? Now, you're looking at that on the canvas of your mind, but you're thinking about a memory. Does that make sense? Something that happened already, all right? And then your imagination, your third eye, you can see things that are going to happen. You can pre-play things. A lot of us pre-play fear, right? They haven't happened, but we have fear of something, okay? Right now, the present is the only thing that connects the past and the future together. It's the only thing that connects the past and the future together. I'll give you an example. You guys got here at 7 o'clock, some of you 7:30, right? So you got here in the past, but you're still here in the present. You're going to be here a little longer, so you're going to be here in the future, but you're still here where? In the present. Time moves so fast, you're moving from your past to your future. From your past to your present to your future. Your past to your present to your future. Now here's what the enemy does. Okay? What the enemy does is keeps your focus on the past, so it robs you of your future. Let me tell you how. Because if you stay focused on your past, your future looks just like your past. All you see is what's right now. So if you want something better, you got to start living here. I'm gonna go back and give you an example. When I was a young child, and you guys can remember when I was young, right? Using your memory to remember that, right? When you were young, I lived in Florida. And I used to watch Tarzan on TV. Johnny Weissmuller. I'm dating myself, right? But Johnny used to swing from tree to tree. He used to go, oh, oh, oh. So I'd go outside with just my shorts on, and we lived in Florida. We had palm trees. So I would swing, and we had a cat. The cat was Cheetah. And I get my cat, you cheated. And the cat would scratch me around, but I go grab him because I was using my imagination. And I swing from tree to tree, tree to tree. I got a little older, and palm trees wouldn't help me, so I fall. So I said, go back to the TV, find somebody else I want to be. So next I was Batman. Back in those days, Batman would swing and hit somebody and be this big old thing on TV, go pow, zam. I don't know if some of you young people remember that. You look like you might be close to my age. You're still younger than me, but you might remember that. So I decided I wanted to be Batman. But I watched 3 episodes of Batman. Batman was a punk. Robin was doing all the work. I didn't want to be Batman. So one day I woke up, and now my grandmother's old school. I woke up, and my grandmother, I'm going to tell you how old school my grandmother is. If you did something wrong, she'd make you go outside, get a switch, come back. If it was too little, you had to go get another one. And she'd get rubber bands, she'd tie them together. You don't want to get the rubber bands on there, so you better make sure you get a nice size one in the beginning. And if you do something twice wrong, she'll wait and let you take a bath. Then she'll come in the bathroom while you wet. You don't want those, you only get one of those whippings. You don't never do that around, trust me. But one day I woke up and my grandmother had this beautiful red dress. And I had just watched Superman. Man, I took that dress, I cut it, made me a cape. I put it on my legs like it was Superman's. If you ever see his dress, and she had a dress on, I was on it, I was flying. I think I was about 8. My grandmother came out. I said, Grandma, look, I'm Superman. Da-da-da, psh, psh. She said, looked over there at the thing where her dress was. She said, if that's my red dress, you better fly far away from me. I can't say no, we got kids in the room. But my point to that was we had a vivid, how many of you had a vivid imagination when you were little? Anybody have an imagination when you were little? You know why we had a vivid imagination? You know why we had a great imagination when we was little? Because we didn't have a past. But as we grew up and things start to happen and people start teaching us stuff that was, words that were bad. You know words don't have any meaning unless you give it to them. Like if I say yes or no to people, watch this. Yes, is that a positive word or negative word? Honestly. It's positive, right? No, is that a positive word or negative word?
Negative.
Negative, right? No, it's not. Neither one of them are positive or negative. Right? They're not. But we've had that belief. So when somebody tells you no, you feel hurt. You feel, oh, no, it's just, okay, great. No. It's not a positive or negative. It's only positive when someone says yes and then they keep their word and do what they said yes to. Because people will tell you yes and then don't do it. So I don't look at it as positive or negative. But my whole point to this is we got to learn how to live in our imagination. If you live in your imagination, you can change the world. In the Bible it says, the world is framed by our words, right? What we say. So a lot of time, because of what we think, what we believe in our memory, we'll say negative things. Like I used to say negative things about network marketing because I didn't know it. But it's changed my family's life. My son will never work another day. I mean, he will never work. My wife will never work. Okay? So what I want you to do today is I'm getting ready to play this. I don't want you to use your past memories, your past hurt to judge this information. Okay? Because I'm getting ready to share something with you that only 1% of people in the world have ever do. 1%. And those 1%, 99% are more wealthy. Okay? Now, this is a skill, what I'm getting ready to show you, a skill, okay? And with this skill, to utilize and change anything in your life, you got to get control of 5 things, actually 4 things. Your thoughts, your feelings. Remember I told you I couldn't spell right, so something's not spelled right, it's okay. Feelings, that sounds about right. Your words, your action. So those are the 4 things you got to get control of, and then they'll take care of your results. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. So last thing I'm going to ask you is I'm going to show this. How many people believe network marketing is a scam? Honestly, it's okay. Not judging anybody. Anybody believe that? Raise your hand. Right? Because I can tell you who believe it without you even raising your hand. Trust me, I can tell you. You know why? Because I have ESP in at home. And some of y'all will get that driving home. But here's what I want to tell you. If you believe that, you're right. Because whatever you believe is your reality. It is for you. Right? Henry Ford said it. He said, whatever a man believes is his reality. They can look at the same thing, and some can believe it's right for them, and some can believe it's wrong for them. Right? So let me share iMarkets Live for you. Let me tell you what this is. This company is a online financial educational training school. Online financial educational training school. How many people went to college before or went to pay for school? All right. Somebody tell me, if you go, how much did you pay for college or school, any school you went to? How much you paid?
Free.
It was free for you? You had scholarships and stuff and grants?
Military.
Military paid for it. Okay, cool. So you paid with 4 years of your life. No, I'm just saying. Anybody else? Remember how much your schooling was?
About 30,000.
30,000 for hers. Anybody else? 40,000 for you? Okay. So I researched it. College is going to cost you anywhere from $20,000 to $200,000. If you're at a prestigious school like Harvard or something like that, you pay more. Okay. So $20,000 to $200,000. The reason people go to school, right, is to get education, but also to get a good what? Job. Right? That's what we've been told. Did you know 92% of the people who go to college and get a degree don't even get a job in the field that they went to college in? Do you know that? They have to get the best job in that time. 30, 40 years ago, less people graduate from college, but there was more jobs. Today, more people are graduating from college and there's less jobs. Okay? But still, if I had to do all over again, I'd still go to college and get those 2 degrees I got. Because I went for education. Really, to tell the truth, I went for football. I didn't even care about the degrees. But, my mom made me get the 2 degrees. I have to tell the truth. All right? But I still would do it again. So this is an online financial educational training school. What do they train you on? Forex. We're going to find out about Forex right now. All right? Oh, look, then you got to be smart with this. Sorry. I got to put this little piece down. Okay? All right. There we go. Anybody ever heard of cash flow quadrant? Anybody ever heard of Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad? Anybody heard of that book?
Yep.
So Robert wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. He also wrote a book called Cash Flow Quadrant. And in the Cash Flow Quadrant, basically Robert said that there's only 4 ways to earn money in the world. He did his research, and the 4 ways is employee, which is the E quadrant, self-employed, which is the S quadrant, big business owner, which is the B quadrant, and then investors. Okay? Now, employees, we all know what an employee is. I mean, you work for someone. You trade time for dollars. You get what's called linear income. Okay? When you work, you get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. Okay? 60% of the people in the world fall into this category. Okay? Then you have the self-employed. Self-employed is like chiropractors, doctors, CPAs. We just left a person that we did a presentation for. She owns her own hair business, you know, the weaves and stuff and the lashes ladies. She owns her own hair business. And we spent time there. I gave her a presentation, and at the end of the presentation, she joined. Now, she was in other businesses, but people who make money see money. People who need money, skeptical about it, okay? So she's self-employed. 30%, 35% of people fall into self-employed. Most self-employed people still have to work to get paid. They have to be there. Some of them have a few employees, okay? But if you add this together, 60 and 35%, that's 95% of the people fall either as an employee or self-employed. But they only earn 5% of the world's wealth. Let me say that again. 95% of the people fall into this category, and they only earn 5% of the world's wealth. Then you have big business owner. Big business owner is anybody that has 500 plus hours a month working on their behalf. Let me give you some examples. Let's say you own the McDonald's franchise, and you had 10 employees. You gave all of them 50 hours a week. 10 times 50 is 500. You would have 500 hours working towards your paycheck. Okay? You would have 2,000 hours a month working towards your paycheck. You would be considered a big business owner. Does that make sense? All right? Same thing in network marketing. If you build a team, let's say you only have 100 people in your team. right? And those 100 people, what if they only work 5 hours a week, right? 100 times 5, that's 500 hours working towards your paycheck, all right? So you can create leverage as a big business owner. What if she had 10 McDonald's with 10 employees apiece? Now she can get wealthy. But you can't do that as an employee because it's just you. I thought I could get wealthy working 2 full-time jobs, but it's not enough hours in a day, you know, and you just wear yourself out, right? So big business owner, 4% of the people in the world fall into the big business owner category. And then you have investors. There's only 1% of the people who fall into this category. And they learn how to do it. But 99% of those 1% are wealthy who have learned how to do it. So what I'm getting ready to show you today when I talk about foreign exchange, 10 years ago, you had to be a multi-millionaire to do foreign exchange. You had to have at least $3 million in the bank or they wouldn't let you do it. They did regulate it last year, okay? I mean, not last year, 9 years ago, he regulated it, all right? So the masses could learn how to do it. But the challenge with that is nobody was teaching the masses how to do it. So all of your professional investors, they made a decision to do a one-day class on Saturdays. And they would charge anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 for a one-day class. But if you wanted to learn how to do forex trading, you would need anywhere from 15 to 20 classes. So it still was not affordable to the masses. The CEO of this company I'm getting ready to show you, he used to charge people $25,000 a head. He would have anywhere from 200 to 250 come to a one-day class. But he felt bad because he knew when he left that class, they still didn't know how to do it. So he created this online financial educational training school to make it affordable to the masses. And he also took a complex subject and he simplified it, okay? Now, if you look here, business owners 4%, investors 1%. So it's only 5% of the people in the world who think in this way. If you want to get wealthy, you got to think in a certain way. You know, I used to think all you had to do was work hard. But I didn't realize that there's only 24 hours in a day and you can only work so many hours. You know, a lot of us do a lot of things, all right? But here's the thing I'm going to tell you. When you work smart, all right, you can enjoy life. You can spend time with your family. You can vacation. My family probably tired of seeing me. I'm home every day, right? But I'm working. I'm at work, but I'm home, all right? 5% of the people live over here, but they earn 95% of the world's wealth. Let me say that again. Only 5% of the people are here. They own 95% of the world's wealth. So my job is to teach people how to go from here to here, how to go from here to here, and then also take some of that money and invest it. All right? Does it make sense? All right. So what is iMarkets Live again? I'll tell you one more time. They're online financial educational training school. And what do they teach? They teach Forex trading. I'm going to talk about Forex here in a minute, but I want you to know it's the largest financial industry in the world. $5.3 trillion are traded every single day. It's larger than the stock market. Stock market only 22 billion is traded on a daily basis. On a daily basis, okay? And what this owner has done, he connected this with network marketing. Now, why did he connect it with network marketing? Here's what I want to tell you. Whether you know this or not, right? Whether you know this or not, in network marketing, Robert Kiyosaki says that network marketing, by the year 2025, that there are going to be more network marketing companies. Oh, I know what I'm doing. That's not very smart. I got to plug my computer. My battery died. Yeah, see, you ain't got to be rocket science. Hey, Chatmon, do you have somewhere I can plug this in? I was wondering why I kept going off. Battery died. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah. So
You got it? Because my computer got it. Facing him up with it.
You
good?
Yeah. So Robert Kiyosaki says by the year 2025, there will be more network marketing companies than storefront businesses. Why is that? Because the cost of living is going up, inflation is going up, but the amount of money they're paying people at jobs is not going up. And they're outsourcing a lot of things. Okay? For instance, they're just about got rid of customer service people. If you don't believe me, has anybody ever called, I don't know, maybe your cell phone or somebody, and you were looking for customer service, and when you call them, somebody from Asia answered the phone, or at least they sound like they were from Asia? Well, guess what? They were from Asia, or they were from China, or they were from wherever. Yeah, because they're saving money that way, because they can pay their rent. The Philippines, okay? So people better learn how to do something, because our children, they're not going to be as many jobs for them as it is. You probably noticed your parents and grandparents stayed at their jobs 30, 40 years. The average person stays at their job 4.5 years now. And it's not because of them, it's because of the jobs. They're trying to save money, the business is trying to make money. Everything has been outsourced to other countries, okay? So he's connected network marketing to Forex trading. Now, what is network marketing? To keep it simple, network marketing is where companies utilize people to market their goods so they don't have to pay television and radio advertisers to do it. They can cut out the middleman and pay you. They use the oldest form of marketing known to man, word of mouth. Okay? Now, what is Forex trading? So let me talk about this. Forex is the buying and selling of currency. Let's say I was traveling to Europe. I was traveling to Europe, right? And when I got to the airport in America, I would take my American dollars and exchange them for euros, which is European dollars. Every time that happens anywhere in the world, where somebody travels from country to country and exchange money, somebody is buying and selling that currency and making money off it. You're investing and making money off it. And we didn't even know it. It's the largest financial market in the world. It's the most liquid market in the world. Watch this. Anybody have a savings account? Or a checking account? Okay. Do you know your bank is taking your money, they're trading it on the Forex market, and they're keeping a profit and not even giving it to you? Central banks do this. Financial institutions do this. So I felt like, hey, if my bank gonna use my money to do it, I might as well use my money too to do it. But this time reap some of the harvest. Our company was founded in 2013 by Christopher Terry. All right, we're debt-free and profitable, okay? Established in 120 countries. I've only been involved in the company for 3 weeks. I researched the company for 3 weeks before I joined, okay? Because I have some high-profile people that trust me. So if I get involved, they already know that I've checked it out. They don't have to do their research, if that makes sense. This is Christopher Terry. Christopher Terry used to do network marketing way back when, but he's a professional trader. He's been trading in the Forex market and futures market for over 22 years. In fact, last year alone, he earned $44 million in Forex trading. Okay? He's been featured in Bloomberg Radio, The Money Show, and that's our CEO. Now, how can you earn money in Forex? Well, understand this, our company is 2 parts. We're the online financial educational training school that can teach you Forex. And there are some people that's all they want to learn how to do. All right? They just want to be able to have their money make money for them. Because think about this. How many of you know how to add and subtract money? Anybody in here? Right? Here's what I mean by that. We add money by going to work and get a check. We subtract it by paying our bills. The challenge is a lot of times we have more subtracting going on than addition. So with this company, we want to teach you multiplication, how to multiply your money. All right? Because all of us, don't we know how to work hard for our money? Well, it's time for you to learn how to have your money work hard for you. Right. Because that's what we're teaching. Okay? So here's how you make money from it. We have 7 educational platforms. The first 3 we put in the category of no experience. So you don't have to have no experience to still make money trading. Does that make sense? No experience, you still can make money trading. All right? The first one is called Auto Trader. And what this is a software you can install on your computer, okay? The company has right now 14 traders, and they're going to be adding more. But these are professional traders who have over 25 years of experience. They all make over $20 million in their lifetime trading. And so with Auto Trader, what you do is you're going to put some money in an account if you choose to, 300, 500, whatever. You choose how much you want to trade at one time. It could be $1. It could be, one dude do 25 cents. Or whatever you choose to trade. When you're going to pick one of the traders, you're going to be able to see all of their information. What's their return on investment? How many times have they won versus losing? And you pick one of them, and every time they trade, this software mirrors them, and they may be trading thousands of dollars, and you might have picked $1, but you're able to trade 100% hands-free. You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have, known anything about it, trading. But they want to do this so you can earn while they're teaching you how to do it yourself. Does that make sense? We also have another one with no experience. By the way, all the traders have well over 60% return on their investment. So you can win. You can earn some money long term with this. The second one with no experience is called swipe trades. Now, this is a favorite for the millennials, and this is a favorite for a lot of the people in the company. Okay? What swipe trades is you go to the Apple Store or Google Play, and you download IML Signals app right on your phone. The 14 traders plus the owner, they're going to research the best trades of the day, and they're going to text them to you. You look at them and choose which one you want. You copy and paste it into your brokerage account, and now you're leveraging the professional traders who have over 25 years, and you're able to earn money that way. So swipe trades, I had a buddy, I went to Columbia, Tennessee. This is a good friend of mine who's in the business. He's also a contemporary Christian singer as well. His name's Blake Neesmith, finding favor. We were driving to Memphis. We were on a country road, so it wasn't much traffic coming and going. So he started playing with swipe trade. And he put in $10 and made back $600. He said, oh wow. He put in another 10 and made $300 in about 5 months. Because understand, this is day trading, and this stuff happens fast. So $20, $900. Okay? And we have more stories like that. Now, I'm not here to paint the picture that every time you invest, you're going to make millions of dollars. Investing is a risk. Right? How many people here just don't like risk? Honestly, and I understand. Anybody here don't like risk? How many people are not going to raise their risk every time I ask a question, right? Too many questions. Raise your hand. Well, here's the thing. Most people don't like risk. All right? But what I tell you is everything in life is a risk. You step out the shower, you can risk falling, slipping, and hurting yourself. You get in Houston traffic, trust me, that's a risk. All right? Because you got to drive for everybody. All right? Everything is a risk. It's just whether you're going to take a professional risk or a risk on your own. Okay? Swipe trade, that's one of my son's favorites. Then the next one with no experience is called daily swing trade. Now, this is where the CEO of the company, he picks his best trade of the day, just one. He sends you a video. And in that video, what he shows you is exactly how and what trade to do. Okay? And you can choose to do it or not. Now, the beautiful thing I love about this company is they let you set up a demo account. A demo account means you're in the market, the real market trading, but you're trading with fake money. You're not trading with real money. So you can practice a little bit. But with me, with the first 3, I'm banking on the experience of these people who've been doing it for 25 years. Okay? Another thing I tell you is don't trade money that is your rent money. Don't trade money that is your gas money. Don't trade money that you can't afford to lose. Put some money aside. Like my son wanted to get right into trading. He was ready. Let's go live there. No. Let's make some money. Put a little money aside. All right? Now we're playing with house money when we trade. Does that make sense? And this is not gambling. Even though people get into a gambling mode. Don't do that. Learn from these professionals. Listen to them and then do what they teach you to do. The next 2 fall into the category of the educational part. We have something called a harmonic pattern scanner for Forex. Our company actually built this platform. They have a patent on it, right? But professional traders, even outside of the company, spend anywhere from $5,000 or more to utilize the harmonic pattern scanner. Now, we have a course that teaches you how to read this. And what it's showing you is when to go in a trade and when to come out. Okay? This is where the education starts for you to learn how to do it yourself. Then we have our IML Academy. This is where you get basic, intermediate, and advanced training on Forex. The company has well over, closing in on 150 hours of videos where the owners and other trainers are teaching you Forex. You can't take intermediate, you take basic, you can't take advanced, so you pass intermediate. But you can look at it over and over again, right? The company even recommends that you spend about 6 to 9 months in here before you try to go do it on your own. Now, people are hard-headed. They usually want to go on their own a month in and 2 months in. It's great. But I'm just going to tell you, man, that this is for a reason. Study it. Study it if you're looking to go live. Tracy, I know you're looking to go live, right? Tiffany?
Yes.
Tracy just left. Tiffany, when do you believe you're going to go live?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible, right? A lot of people, but are you studying?
I am.
See? She's studying. She didn't just jump in and go live. She's studying. Okay? She's understanding it. Then the next two fall into what we call an interactive category. We have something called live trading room. This is where you look over the shoulder of the CEO, and he has anywhere from 6 to 8 computers up. My wife was showing me a picture today of his computers. And he's in a live trading room trading. But he's talking to us, telling us what he's doing, why he's doing it. We can chat with him too. But he's teaching as he's trading. And then the last but not least is IML TV. Now, IML TV falls under the interactive as well. And this is where it's in multiple languages, traders from all over the world. So if you know somebody's Spanish, they can click on the Spanish channel. You know, Asia, China, click on that channel. London, click on that channel. You're going to get people from those countries teaching exactly how to trade. Okay? And that's IML TV. Now, you get all of this if you choose to get involved for as little as a one-time fee of $195. Now, I got to ask the question. I'm going to ask the ladies first. Ladies, have you ever got your hair done for over $195? Probably haven't, but I just want to ask. Any ladies in here have? How about maybe bought a purse for over $195? No? Haven't done that yet? How about shoes? How about some over there, right? How about shoes? Y'all ever buy any shoes over $195? I'm just checking. You know? You said you got sale. Any trips? We ever take any trips for $195, ladies? Any trips? How about fast food for the month? If we added it up.
Yeah.
Any fast food or any food. Let's say a week, right?
That's all we do.
Guys, I'm gonna ask you. Guys, you ever bought any shoes? Any Jordans? $1,000. Any video games or videos for over? Investing in your girlfriend for over $100. I hope so. I hope y'all been cheap up, not Now, here's the thing. Does anybody know what an asset and a liability is? Okay, assets make you money. Liabilities cost you money. Most people spend money on liabilities. Not saying everything we buy, should make us money. But what I am saying is this is an investment that'll make you money. Okay? Now, we also pay $145 a month to have access to all this information. All right? I'm going to ask the question. You've been in the back office, you've been studying this. Do you believe that the value of what they have is worth $145 a month?
It's worth more.
It's worth a whole lot. Whole lot. Because how many of you would invest some money into making money? Anybody in here would invest some money to make money? All right, for those of you who won't raise your hand and you won't do that, it's because you've been conditioned to believe you're supposed to always go work for your money. And what I'm trying to teach you is how to have your money work for you. Okay? All right? Anybody understand seed time and harvest time? If you don't sow seeds, you won't get a harvest. You just keep working in the harvest. Okay? Now the company said if you don't want to pay this $145, just find 2 other people who wants to learn this information. My 21-year-old son found, how many people so far? 15, 14?
It's 14.
14 people in 3 weeks so far that said yes. So surely you can find 2. When you find 2, the 145 goes away and you get to learn it for free. Now I'm gonna tell you what, I've got some people in my business who said, Mr. King, I ain't even looking for 2 people. It's worth 145 because I'm gonna make way more money than that trading. That's up to you, okay? Now, we have a marketing side. This is optional. You choose whether you want to do this. Some people, this is, all they want to do is learn the trading, and that's okay. Matter of fact, 70% of the people that join, all they want to do is learn the trading. I love it. There's more money for us, right? Because we decided we're going to learn the trading, and we're going to also make money on the marketing side. We're going to share with people because we want to bless people. How many of you ever wanted to bless people? Do you know the best way to bless people is to bless yourself? Because then you got more to bless them with.
Right.
If that makes sense. So on the marketing side, we build 2 teams. And I'm going to erase, could you erase this for me real quick? So I'm going to show you how we build 2 teams. So we build 2 teams. The company says if you come in, anybody come in, we all come in as a customer. We pay $195. By the way, Dasha Little. Hey, Dasha. Missed you. I didn't get my picture set. Was that Saturday? I forgot what it was. Saturday. So I've known Dasha for a while. Haven't seen her in maybe 5 years, 6 years. She was in one of our businesses in O'Dell Road. And Dasha is a businesswoman. She's probably got 2 or 3 ways she earns money, at least 2 or 3. And Dasha came in on Saturday, so she's a customer. Give it up for Dasha. Our goal is to find 2 people, and we do it together. We help people. We help find 2 people. Because once she finds 2 people, the 145 goes away. And then it's free. Now, if she chooses to do the business side, she's got to find 1 more person. Because we build 3 teams. We build 3 teams. Okay, if you choose to build this. Right? Because all this is a business. The reason I didn't make any money the first 3 years doing network marketing, because I didn't see it as a business. I saw it as trying to make money off my friends. And I ain't want to make money off my friends. How many of you feel that way? You don't want to make no money off your friends. How many of your friends call you and borrow money? They'll make money off of you, right? How many of you know that your job makes money off of you? Right? Our efforts, our work, they get paid. The value we give at our jobs is way more than the value they pay us back. But yet, we'll still do it, right? Because we got to feed our families. Well, once I understood that this was just a business networking, and all I'm doing is building a network of people, independent people who want to make some additional money. Because let me ask you this. Does anybody know what residual income is? Or better this way, does anybody not know what residual income is? It's okay if you don't know, I'll explain it, okay? When I first saw the word, I thought it was residue income, like what you had left over, but it's not residue. Residual income means you do something one time, and you get paid for it week after week, month after month, year after year, as long as the business stays on the books. Does that make sense? Right? Now, how many people would love some residual income coming in? Right? Everybody should have raised their hand. Let me tell you why. Because they did a survey, and they said if you're 25 years or older, on average, you got 15 to 21 residual bills. But yet, we're only trying to attack them with 1 paycheck. Let me tell you some of your residual bills. Do you have a light bill? Yep. You got to pay that every month. Do you have a phone bill? Some of you got multiple cell phones. Do you have a food bill? If you have children, you got a food bill. Do you have a gas bill? You got to pay that gas. Right? You have insurance? Multiple insurance, right? Car insurance, life insurance, health. So we have residual bills, but we're attacking it with 1 paycheck. What I'm doing is I'm gonna teach you how to add other streams of income to attack those multiple bills. Not asking you to walk away from your job. That's nothing. This has nothing to do with that. This is just helping you to get some peace of mind home. Because trust me, I've talked to adults who are married, and a lot of times, one of them may want to do this, but the other one, oh, that's a scam, that's a pyramid, we ain't doing it, right? We ain't doing that. I don't need that. My job and my military and my pension, whatever, it'll take care of it, right? The minute I get them 1 paycheck coming to that thing, I told you we should have did this. I knew this was something we should have done, right? It's about making it real. You make it real by the money coming, okay? So my son in his first 3 days made $1,400. Right? On top of that, he also got his residual income to $1,000 a month, but they paid a residual weekly, so an extra $250 a week. That was in his first 3 days. Before midnight tonight, he'll be able to hit the second level of earning $2,000 a month in residual. That means $500 a week will be coming. And we only 3 weeks in. Now, I'm not bragging on him, but what I'm saying is he's just got the courage, and he's been around me long enough to have learned the skill to go out and do it. And know that Rome wasn't built in a day, all right? But he's passionate about this because he wants to help millennials. He said, yeah, man, I see people my age, man, they having to work at McDonald's, they're not treating them right, and they have to work other places, and if we can show them how to do this, glory to God, they can learn how to do this, they don't have to work them places. I said, you're absolutely right, son. But on his team, you got mostly adults too. He's met adults because he's passionate about what he's doing, okay? Now, you know that even though he made that money in the first 3 days, all right, they hold a week in a hole, so he didn't get paid for almost 2 weeks. So for those first 2 weeks, he was working for free. Did y'all know that? Remember I said anything you love, you do for free? He was working for free. Here's why. Because there's no clock in, there's no hourly, there's no guarantee he was going to make that money. But the work he was doing, he was believing and seeing in his imagination that he was going to get paid and he was going to build a team. All right? Does that make sense? So here's how it works. When you come in for $195 as a customer, let's say you came in today. Anybody know what today's date is? Oh, it's the 20th, right? So let's say you came in February 20th. By the way, tomorrow's my birthday.
Oh, okay. Right.
Hopefully we got some birthday cake somewhere, right? All right, now you got to pay the $145 30 days later. So you would have to pay it, say, March 20th. Everybody see that? That's when it would be due. But let's say you go out and get 2 people who want to do this. Then the 145, let's say you got those 2 people, I don't know, by March 3rd. Let's say it took you 2 weeks to do it. March 3rd, you got 2 people. Got 2. So once you did that, the 145 goes away. It's free. Now, if you choose to stay a customer, what's a customer? Someone who just want to learn the trading side. They don't want to build this marketing side, which I'm going to show you. Then it's free for you for life, as long as you have 2 active people. But let's say this one got 2 people, and this one got 2 people, and then they decided to quit. It's still free for you, because now you got 4 people. Everybody see that? Because they got 2. Now, if you choose to do the marketing side, you got to get 1 more person. You got to refer 1 more person. And then you have to upgrade for $15 to do the marketing side. Upgrade, $15. But not until you get 3. Okay? Now, once you get here, let's say you did that by the, I don't know, let's say you did it March 28th. You got your all 3 of your people, and you upgrade. Once you do that, the 145 is going to come back. You're going to have to pay it. Now, let me say this. If you stay a customer, it never comes back. If you only get 2 and you only want to learn the trading, it never comes back. But if you want to build a business, this is your overhead. Anybody here own a business? Okay. Can y'all tell me what your overhead is in your business? $5,000 a month? Right? So people understand. We just left a lady that I did a presentation for. She was like, you know, before I did it, she was like, I ain't joining today. I said, no worries. That's your choice. But I asked her about her overhead for her business. She told me she spends about $60,000 a month in overhead. She makes money, okay, but she invests money. I said, well, this overhead is only $145, because she was like, well, I want to make money, but I don't. Once I get those 2, I don't want that $145 to come back. Well, it's the cost of doing business. It's a tax write-off, right? If you're a business person, you understand what I mean by that, right? But here's the deal: the company says the 145 comes back once you upgrade, but look what you've done. You also going to get paid for these 3 people. You're going to get paid what's called $35 per person. That's called a fast start bonus. They pay $195, you make $35. Right? But when they refer someone, you make 10. When they refer someone, you make 5. Right? But you got to be a platinum 600, platinum 1000 to get to 10 and 5. We'll talk about that. But here's the beauty part. If you got those 3 people, you made $35. What's 35 times 3? Anybody know? 105. You're a smart class. So you just made $105. But the company said it doesn't stop there. We also going to pay you residual. These are one time, and you can recruit as many as you want. But we only build 3 teams. So let's say I recruited these 3 people here. And then I recruited this person. All right? I don't put them next to them. I put her on somebody's team to help her because now it counts for her as well. And you're not penalized. I still make the 35, but she'll be able to make residual income. Does that make sense? So it's truly a company where you can bless people and help them. In some of my other companies, I couldn't do that. All right? So the company says, with 3, we're also going to pay you residual income. We're going to pay you $150 a month as long as those 3 stay on the books. Doesn't matter if they're a customer or even if they upgrade to an IBO. So you made your 35, 105. Now you're going to make residual 150. And this is the only company I've been a part of that pays the residual weekly. So you're going to make $37.50 a week. And that's W-E-E-K, not W-E-A-K. All right? A week. Now I know you say, how many of you say $37.50? That's not a whole lot of money. You brought me over here for that? Well, here's what I would ask you. If $37.50 was missing off your paycheck, how many of you would be calling HR right away going, wait a minute, I'm missing $37.50? I know I would. Because it's my money, right? So we make $37.50 a week. Now, what do we do with these 3 people? We do the same thing. We teach them how to get 2, so the 145 goes away. So even if they choose not to be a business builder, they're in the business you brought them in, but they're not paying nothing, and they're not mad at you. They're learning a skill, okay, that can make them money. But we teach them to do the same. And when your team grows to 12, now your residual goes to $600 a month. Now I got some people here who are networkers. Have you guys ever seen a company pay $600 a month on just 12 people on your team, and you really only have to get 3? You can get more than 3. All right? Like, I wasn't going to sit around and wait for them to get theirs. I was telling myself that we're going to get as many as we can. Because we got to find the ones who are hungry like us. Right? $600 a month. That's $150 extra dollars a week. How many of you could buy some groceries with $150 extra dollars a week? Pay some bills with $150 extra is not accounted for, right? It's extra. Now, we continue to teach people. We continue to grow. And this grows fast because people are hungry for more money. When it grows to 30, they pay you $1,000 a month in residual. That's an extra $500 a week. What I'm teaching is make your money, put some aside. When it's time to go live, you'll have live money to go live with, with trading. But guess what? That's money you earn. That's your profits. That's not money out of your pockets. You didn't have that at first. Does that make sense? Right. Don't quickly jump to go live because I don't want you to lose your money. I want you to learn this. I want you to be able to piggyback at first off of those first 3 where they can help you make money. Does that make sense? Now, don't stop there. My son will be right here tonight. I think he's only missing like 1 person. But his team in 3 weeks is what? About 90-something people? Yeah. All right? We have a 40% rule, okay? So you can't count more than 40% per leg, but I'll teach y'all all that, I'm teaching him that as we're working and doing it. But anyway, he's gonna be at 500. Our pay periods run from Monday to Monday, so the pay period closed tonight at 12. And then 12:01, it opens back up. So I'm gonna make sure it's done tonight. God is gonna help us make sure it's done tonight. All right? And 1 person, come on. I'll pay for that 1 person you got to. $195. Listen, as a businessman, you got to think like a business person. All right? Would you invest $200 to make $2,000? Over and over again? This is residual. But I'm not going to have to do that because somebody's going to make a decision and come in. Why? Because I spoke it. My words, right? Now, my goal by the end of this first 30 days is 500 on the 10, earning $10,000 a month in residual, 2,500 a week. Now, here's my thing. How many of you believe that I'll do that? How many of you don't know? Doesn't matter whether you know it now. I believe it. It's done. It's done already. Why? Because I got lives to save. I don't focus on me earning the 10,000. What I do is focus on how many people can I help make this.
Yes.
I focus on how many people can I get here to help their families.
Right.
Because when I focus on other people helping them get what they want, I get everything I want. Does that make sense? So many people focus on themselves. Now, we have a rank achievement bonus. When you hit the rank, they give you this one time, okay? And it ranges anywhere from 500 to 2,000. So when you hit platinum 2,000 a night, you're going to get an additional $500.
Wow.
Praise God.
And I know my son, he's talking about, I ain't going to say it. I'm going to let it happen. I'm going to let it happen, but I know him. I know what he's going to do. Watch what he do. All right? He's going to make his mama very, very happy. All right? Now, this is the last bonus, but this is a huge bonus. Okay? When you get to Sherman 10, and we're going to have people in this room in 90 days or less hitting Sherman 10. Wow. Trust me, this is the fastest. This is the fastest. People want to learn their money. People nervous right now about the economy and some of the decisions that are made from yonder, in DC somewhere, right? So people are nervous, so they want to make more money and they're willing to pay the price. Whereas before people were scared, they were comfortable. A lot of folks still comfortable. Some people in this room comfortable, right? But God did not create you to be comfortable.
That's right.
He created us to leave a legacy for our children.
Yes.
And most of us, here's the thing I will tell you, most of us, we talk about our jobs and we talk about what's going on, but yet we're teaching our children to go get something we don't even like. That don't even make sense. I'm not telling you not to get your children a job. That's not what I'm saying. But you got to train up a child in the way they should go, so when they get old, they shall not depart. Do you want better for your children, or you want them to have the same thing you have? Not saying you don't have a lot, but I'm saying I always want better for them. That's why I worked 2 jobs. That's why I started training them when he was 8. This bonus I'm finished. When you get to Sherman 10, does anybody know how much you earn when you get to Sherman 10? You're earning $10,000 a month in residual. They pay you every week, $2,500 a week. Right? How many of you can use some of that? $2,500 a week. So on top of that, when you hit Sherman 10, they give you this Sherman 10 bonus. Now here's the Sherman 10 bonus. Remember, we only build 3 legs, straight down. That's what our team does. Other teams choose to go wide, that's on them. We're going straight down to help other people, to bless other people, to get a lot of people on your team as well. Right? So when you're Sherman 10, you're already earning $10,000 a month. But the company says we're going to pay you an additional 1% per leg to infinity, but they're going to cap it at 10,000. So if they go over 10, that's all the extra they're going to give you, on top of the 10 you already made. And they do that every month. Right? Now, what's the 1% on? The 145. Right? So you're going to have over 500 people when you get to Sherman 10. All right? Some people are going to have 1,000 people when they get to Sherman 10. All right? So imagine, let's just use 500. Though. If you have 500 times 145, where's my phone at? You got my phone, son?
Right here.
Who has it? Can I have it? Can I have my phone, please? So if you had just 500 on your team, you're going to have more than that, I promise you that. All right? Because it doesn't, the legs don't, some bodies don't take off from that. So if you had just 500 on your team, and they were paying 145, so 500 times 145 is 72,500. Take 1% of that. What's 1% of 72,500? Anybody know? That's $7,250. 7,250. That's how much extra you would be earning on top of your 10,000 a month, and you would earn that every month. Does that make sense? This is Luke. We want to get as many people to Sherman 10 as we can. You know how we do that? You got to help 10 people get to Platinum 1,000, getting 30 on their team, and you'll become a Sherman 10. All right? So in closing, I know a lot of y'all said, Ms. King, you could have been shut your mouth. How do I get started? Been sitting here this long, you've been talking, you came late, and now you're talking long. How do I get started? Very simple. $195, everybody coming as a customer. You don't pay this extra $15 unless you want to do the marketing, and you don't pay it till you get 3 people. Some people are going to do that in one day. They're going to have 3 people when they come in, and they do the marketing. But if you don't, okay, if you just want to stay a customer, you can. But at least get your 2, so the 145. Is that fair enough? Okay. The ones that want to build, totally you're going to pay $210, and you'll be paying $160 a month. But remember, just with 3 people, you already make it $37.50 a week. Everybody you recruit, you'll make $35. I'm going to teach you to recruit as many as possible, because you never know who's going to do it and who's not. But this company has 21-year-olds making $5 grand a month. You know, my son gonna be making $10 grand a month soon. I don't want to speak for him what his goals are, but I know he's gonna be making $10 grand a month soon. Why? Because he always focuses on who he can help on his team. Always. So, any questions before we close? Any questions? Because a lot of times people have questions. Any questions? Okay. All right, I got a question. Here's my question. My question is this. How many of you can see yourself doing this? Anybody can see yourself doing it? Who is a guest? Okay. You see yourself doing it. If you can see yourself doing it, what I want to do is I'm going to give you an application, and whoever invited you, you can get it filled out and give it back to them. We don't pressure anybody, so, can you tell everybody what you do? I already know. Come on up front. You come on front.